What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video we talk about AMC GME as well as the overall broader market. So today AMC was down for 4.01% for the day. It had a high of $27.20. The average volume on AMC is around 46.24 million, but today's volume was around 73.39 million. The volume is definitely up there in AMC right now. There is a lot of momentum that is still coming into AMC. Now, individual investors are not giving up on AMC right now. They are having high expectations for AMC to go up from here onwards. Now, when we have a look at the chart of AMC and where I think the AMC is going to head from here onwards, I personally think we still have quite a bit of upside left into the AMC. It all comes down to the overall broader market, which seems to be in a very bullish trend right now. I don't expect any kind of a downtrend coming in anytime soon because there is a lot of bearish sentiment that is coming out of the retail. They are still buying the put options in the overall broader market, which I think market maker won't let that happen. That's why the market is going up and up. On every bad news, we are still heading to the upsides, which is going to affect AMC as well as GME. So I personally think we might not experience any kind of a downtrend from here onwards straight away. We will have some sort of a FOMO coming in. The volume is definitely there in AMC. We just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. Now let's come over to the GameStop. Now GameStop was up for 3.27% for the day. It had a high of $41.43. The average volume on GameStop is around 12.73 million, but today's volume was around 5.12 million. So there is not much of a significant volume that is coming in GameStop, though the option flow is definitely indicating towards the upside in the GameStop, but we just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. There is not much of a momentum that is coming into GameStop right now, but we know the situation is very critical right now for the shorts. They are very deep underwater in GameStop as well as AMC. But there is a slight bit difference in GameStop and AMC right now. There is a huge amount of momentum as well as the volume that is coming in AMC, which is not present in GameStop right now. But I personally think that we might be still going up from here onwards, depending upon the overall bottom market and the kind of volatility that we are experiencing in AMC right now. Today it went up to almost over $27 and then it went back down to 24.44, which is a quite a bit of volatility that's happening in AMC right now. Now we just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. Now let's come over to the SPY. Now SPY was up for 1.69% for the day. It had a high of $427.21. Now the kind of close that we had in the SPY, it was a very strong and solid. We were almost around 423 to $424 on SPY, and then suddenly almost 1 hour into close, the market started going up, which is a very solid close into the market, which indicates that we are going to go up from next week onwards as well. Right now I personally think any negative news cannot drag down the market. We have seen this thing happening in the past. There were a lot of bad news out there, recession news, inflation news. Nothing can actually bring down the market because a lot of retail investors are having a bearish sentiments towards the market where they are betting towards the downside. So the market is definitely going to the opposite side of it as the market maker are doing some kind of a manipulation on it. But right now it's all about following the momentum. The momentum is towards the upside, so it's better to be on the upside rather than downside. Now personally how I trade is basically I follow the trend. I do not go against the trend because I've done that thing in the past many times. There were quite a bit of big gaps in certain stocks which were indicating a certain downside, but if the market is going to the upside and you're betting to the downside, your puts are going to get crushed. That's what is actually happening to the retail right now. Majority of the put options are getting crushed just because the market is heading towards the upside. A lot of individuals were basically buying put options on Apple. Now Apple is definitely indicating towards the downside. There are few gaps in Apple as well as the daily chart. When we look at it, indicates that we are going to have some sort of a downtrend in Apple, and it has gone up quite a bit along with the overall broader market. But it seems to like Apple is just rising up day by day, which is indicating that no matter how much of a bearish sentiment is there, how much of millions, multi-million dollar of put option comes in Apple, still the stock market is going to go up. So it's better to play along with the flow rather than going against it. That's how I trade as well. I do not trade against. This is the year of the traders. If you know how to trade options and how to actually follow the momentum, That's the best way to deal with the situation right now in the stock market. Or else usually it's a very slow and steady paced market, but right now we are in a momentum sort of a market. We'll have some sort of an aggressive downtrend, or we have an aggressive sort of a uptrend. Now let's come over to the option flow for the AMC. Now I've increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now majority of the whales are onto the upside, and they are buying these weekly call options and betting that the AMC will keep going up from here onwards. Now I personally think as well that AMC will go up from here onwards. We just have to wait and see how this is gonna play out, how high we're gonna go on AMC from here onwards. Now let's come over to the option flow for the game. So I've increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. This one whale was buying $16 and $25 call option. This can expire in 524 days, and he's buying 75 contract, which is not at all big suspicious sort of a trade. When I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales are doing, now majority of them again are onto the upside, though there is no significant volume that is coming in GameStop right now, but the retail sentiment is definitely towards the upside. They are all buying call options and betting that the GameStop will go up from here onwards. Now let's come over to the option flow for the SPY. Now increase the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now majority of the whales are surprisingly onto the upside. Now today I would say the option flow has changed completely. Lot of individuals are betting towards the upside. Now there were these two trades that came in. These were $575 call option and 860 days expiration. There were two of them. These are way too much out of the money call option, but they are expecting that kind of a move can come in the overall broader market. Now I don't think so that we will be going to 575, but definitely we are in some sort of a uptrend from here onwards. Now we just have to keep one thing in the mind: the inflation is still high, recession is definitely on the table. The current market situation is all about trading along with the direction of the market rather than going against it. Definitely there are a lot of negativity out there in the market. Still the market is going up. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales are doing. Now today these $404 put option that came in is going to expire in 69 days. That were a slight bit suspicious. These $399 put option, which has been coming from quite a while in the options flow. But I personally believe betting like this towards the downside when the overall broader market is continuously going to the upside is a little bit dangerous. But the money that is being spent over here, this is not a small amount of money. This is a big institutional money betting towards the downside for the market. And this $404 put options is definitely quite a bit suspicious. But I personally believe we are going higher and higher from here onwards. Even if there is any major bad news out there, still the market is going to go high. It's better to play along with the market rather than playing against it. Now let's come over to the chart of the VIX. Now VIX has gone down significantly. It is making new lows. I personally believe the VIX is going to keep going down for at least month or two, because the market maker is going to play the game. How it works for market maker is basically they sell options, they sell put option, they sell call options, and they collect premium for it, and they want to make sure that they keep the premium and they make the market go against it. So right now there is a very bearish sentiment coming towards the market. We know that the market will definitely go down significantly. This is not the bottom, but what's going to happen is market maker are going to make retail realize that the market is going up. When they start buying call option, they're going to check the options flow and they're going to come to know how much amount of retail is onto the upside. Right now the definitive sentiment is changing in this SPY. The options flow that we saw today, it's very bullish for next week as well. So we just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. For thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my channel, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Cheers.